Good morning and welcome to the pre-market report of 16th May. Now when we look at how the global markets have performed, we see that the American market had a very nice rebound on Friday, and basically the futures even as of now are positive. Nasdaq is slightly up, the Dow Jones is flat and S&P is flat. Now for the SGX Nifty is indicating a gap up of roughly 100 points, so it will be important to see whether this gap up does sustain till 9 o'clock, and if it does sustain, then will it sustain the first 15 to 30 minutes of the market. Then another factor which you have to account for is that today the American indexes are going to face some hurdle. As if you look at the S&P chart or the Dow Jones chart, you'll see that on the 4-hour chart they've all reached the 50-day moving average resistance. So if they manage to break through that with a good amount of strength, then that will change the sentiment in the global markets, as still the American market is the major market, the Indian market follows. So that will be a very important hurdle to see, and it will be key in the whole picture. Now before we look at the quant levels, let's just see what the Nifty and Bank Nifty charts are showing on the daily time frame. Now the Nifty and Bank Nifty charts, why I'm looking at them today, as I usually just provide the quant levels, is they are approaching an important zone. For the Nifty, I would classify it as we have highlighted 15486, as basically we can see 15486 to 15600 and you can say 30. It is an important support zone. As number one, 15486 is a change of polarity candle zone where former resistance has come new support for the index. I say that as we can see in 2021 the index had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It broke the change of polarity line on the 5th attempt, and then after that it took support on this level from 1st June 2021 up till 28 July 2021, which then triggered a upward rally. The last severe drop, which came in March, we saw that the index fell towards this level and it stopped at basically 15660, 15630 and had a rebound. So we are approaching this important support zone once again, and it will be very key for us to see whether we have a rebound here or not. And plus, I believe this support zone is going to become very important for the months coming ahead, because if we manage to hold it, then I expect us to then dilly-dally between this resistance zone here, which was former support, and this support zone, to stay within this range. If we break this support, then we are in for a lot of trouble, as you can see on the charts. Now when we look at the Bank Nifty, the Bank Nifty is also approaching this crucial level, as it's trying to go to March, the lows of March, 32198. So for the Bank Nifty to reach there, we can still drop another 1000 points roughly, and then we'll have reached that support zone. So now that shows the amount of volatility we can face in the Bank Nifty today. So basically today is going to be a game in which we can go either direction post opening, and we strictly have to, number one, obey to the candle support levels, plus we have to obey to the quant support levels and the quant resistance levels. Now when we come to the quant levels for today, basically on the upside, I expect us with the gap up to open around 15880, so that's going to be naturally the first hurdle. If we break that, then I believe all the bullishness will be dealt with by 15980 to 16080 to 16130. These are very good and strong resistance zones for the index. On the supports front, 15,720 will naturally be the first support, as we have seen it tried and tested in the past few days, and we can also consider 15,810 as a support zone, because we know it has helped us a lot before. So I'll put 15,810, 15,720. If you break that, 15,610, and then 15,422, 15,450. Now naturally, a fall up till 15,420 will not panic me. For the puts I've sold on a monthly basis. For the ones I've sold on a weekly basis, if we start breaking 15,720, I might start cutting back on them. But that all now depends on what I see in the market on that basis. But for the monthly puts which are sold, I can take a hit up at this point, as I know I'll be able to recover if the market was to go against me. Now, for Bank Nifty, first resistance zone where I believe will open is 33,460, and it will be the first hurdle. After which 35,700 to 35,830 is going to be the next hurdle, and then 34,080. Now, when we look at the Bank Nifty, I will naturally sell some options during the week on the Bank Nifty too. Now, but the Bank Nifty I'll be entering, the option puts are already in, but entering options calls which I'm going to sell later on, depending on how it performs, and when it starts approaching number 1, 34,080, 34,390 and 34,720. This is, I expect, especially these two zones, 34,390 and 34,720, to be really testing for the Bank Nifty and to be very safe support resistance zones above which I can sell the calls. This I'm looking at for Thursday expiry. So that will be, but I have not yet entered them, and I will only enter them if I see that we are having weakness around 34,080, which is looking like it's going to be weakness in the 3-hour and the 4-hour charts. If I don't see that weakness, I will not execute any option sell on the call side. I will just stay with my option sells on the put side. Now, on the support, 33,100 is the first support, after which 32,750 and 32,300 to 32,450. I believe these will handle any decline that were to come and break the low of last week. So basically that is it for the levels. As today we can trade on either side. As if you see the, let's say if you take the 2-hour chart, we are trading within a huge black candles range. So within that range we will get both side up moves and down moves for option buys, and option sells. Naturally, everyone knows I had sold puts, and so which I'm still holding. Last week's puts naturally were closed on Thursday, and then this week's puts and some monthly puts. So, and I will be selling calls dependent on how much strength I see and how much weakness I see. If I see strength, I'll avoid it. If I see a lot of strength, I'll avoid it. If I see normal levels of strength and I don't see those resistance zones which will come under threat, then I'll sell that too. Thank you for watching, and if you like the video, then do click like below and subscribe to the channel.